Hello everyone, welcome back. So today we're going to be playing Viego and we'll be continuing the 10-star adventure from the Nightmares campaign. Uh, so last time around we managed to complete the first map quite easily actually. We got lucky when we drafted Elder Dragon, so we've been trying to build towards it by getting some 6+ cost units, while at the same time we maintain a low curve to get some benefits out of the Viego's powers, spawning mists a bunch of times, buffing up all of our units by a whole lot, discounting cards in our hand. So far we have been able to play Viego pretty consistently, but as the games progress we might need to close out the games quicker. So getting Viego in there might be a bit harder. But we'll see. Also, we still don't have a way to deal with the Art of the Fluffed, so we have to find a solution for that eventually. Carve a path, calm before the storm, ashes to ashes. A random card in your hand becomes a storm conduit if you don't already have one. When you play a card, gather storm. That allows me to discard or to discount cards in my hand by one, or a single card. Or I can take a rally effect. We do get to very high attack values, so I think we can benefit from the rally effect. On the other hand, Prey is a nice way to always have basically a sacrifice outlet, and that way we wouldn't need to keep some of these cards in the deck. We could just rely on a free sacrifice every turn. I think this is better, even though the rally effect is also very good. The extra consistency of always having something to sacrifice might make our deck, well, more consistent. And overall better. Do I want to go for the top path or the bottom path? I think Jinx and Draven might be too aggressive for us to deal with. Let's just go for the top path. Maybe we can get lucky, hit the ethereal remitter encounter, or hit something good on the ethereal remitter encounter. I think we might benefit from having, I don't know, maybe triple golden narwhal. It could be interesting. Okay, so here we have the prey, which means we can just go crawling viper worm right away. Don't even have to play the hapless aristocrat first, and we get a mist immediately.
Tales of our past are seeds for our future.
The opponent has quite a decent board. I think we can attack like this. We will kill one of the opponent's units at least. We generate another encroaching mist. I was expecting that. That's why I saved the Death's Grasp. They want to deny the opponent the board wide buff. Unfortunately, we don't have Viego in hand. The opponent's being very aggressive. We take 4 damage, 5 actually because of the impact, but we have a lot of regeneration, so it's not too bad. We're discounting our entire hand. Let's get the protective brute father down. Start using it for the draw. Unfortunately, the opponent gets to rebuild his entire board, so that's a whole bunch of keywords he gets for free. There's not really something that we benefit that is good to bounce with the Wind Singer. But I kind of want to play it before attacking, just to draw. Guess I'll do this. Bounce the token back to hand.
Like a storm.
Heal up a little bit. Possession, we can't really make use of it right now.
Not have a part to play. Take one.
That's quite possibly the worst stun the opponent could have got or could have gone for. Now we don't get to draw a card.
Let us soar.
I'll still attack, try to get some damage in.
Only chance. Forgive me.
Rob the rich, give to me.
The opponent's getting way too much value out of his power, just buffing his entire board and all of his units with extra keywords.
You'll soon understand.
Desperately needed that Viego, I think. Let's drop down the Elder Dragon, sure. It's a massive unit. The opponent should be dissuaded from attacking because of that. Or maybe not, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe the opponent just goes for the attack anyway. Maybe he thinks he can get some good damage in. Honestly, this is probably better for me than it is for him. We cleared two of his blockers and we're discounting the invasive Hydra Vine by a bunch. So next turn we can go for the invasive Hydra Vine. We steal one of the opponent's units. And then we just swing. And the opponent probably dies. Just to the Elder Dragon alone, because Elder Dragon levels up on the attack and it's a 52 attack unit.
Rise, warriors.
Do I go for something first? Nah, let's just kill the opponent. We have 18 regeneration, so we're definitely going back up to full health after this. Bit of a bummer not getting Viego there. Definitely showed that we need Viego to keep control of the board. Tortured Prodigy, Crystal Debex, Bark Beast. All of these are quite terrible. Let's reroll. We have 2 rerolls, let's spend them. Crumble is pretty good. We have sorcery, so we can always go for it. It's basically just for just 1 mana, and we, thanks to the Ashes to Ashes, we always have a sacrifice outlet. So yeah, let's pick up the Crumble. Can always play it. Round end, kill all damaged units. Allies have +3/+3. Overwhelming can't block. Steady supply, summon a caustic cask. It's interesting as a way to generate a free unit essentially. It does chip away at our own health as well. But I think we might benefit more than the opponent does. Because eventually even the caustic cask is going to be a very high attack unit thanks to our power. And it's another unit that just dies, which procs a lot of our powers. The 1 damage is irrelevant thanks to the opponent's landmark. But we do struggle a bit with the board space, so maybe it's for the best if I just don't pick up anything here. Yeah, let's save our last reroll and move on. We'll reroll something else in the future. This encounter is probably going to be a problem. We are going to struggle killing the Poros at the start. I'll keep the Spirit Leech for the card draw. Can steal something. Yeah, Viego next turn at least. Our unit gets immediately killed. None of the opponent's units have the challenger keyword. Well, at least he's replacing his own units. That's a way to get rid of value out of the opponent. But unfortunately, I have nothing turn 1. Guess we can hope to steal one of the opponent's units here. I'll just do this, and then I'll kill it with the Spirit Leech.
To serve the greater good.
Yeah, I killed it with the Spirit Leech. This converts it into 2 blockers. We take quite a lot of damage here, but it's fine. We're just throwing our units in hand. We're discounting everything. I can even go for a Camovorant. I'll go for the Camovorant Soldier. Next turn I get a free Viego, a free Cloud Drake, free everything basically. Get to just dump my entire hand. Let's go for the Cloud Drake first. I'll try to bait out some removal from the opponent before committing to the Viego. Okay, he has no removal. Now that I know that, there's nothing stopping me from just developing all of my units. Probably don't even need to overcommit onto the board. We'll just do this. Let's get rid of... Oh, I can't. Viego doesn't have Challenger. Is the board looking? Yeah, let's commit that one as well to the attack. If the opponent doesn't block, I just kill him by doing this. Yeah, sure. Let's try to kill the opponent right now. Let's see what the opponent does. He has no mana.
Let's get a good look at you.
Okay, I'm blocking everything. He treated his entire board for staying alive. But I get to level up the Viego. Yeah, let's just let these die. It's fine. The opponent's out of resources. Meanwhile, I'll just start stealing everything he owns every turn. Let's trade that for that. Unfortunately, that Poro is elusive, so I can't block it with the units I have on board. We're wasting a bunch of encroaching mists, but my units are so large that nothing the opponent can do will ever be able to go over them. Ooh, cool, we stole a unit with lifesteal. That means we can give Viego permanent lifesteal thanks to the corrupted star fragment. Pull here. And I guess the opponent dies. It's basically the same thing as our game with Nautilus. We eventually just get such high-statted units that the opponent can't compete even if I let him build up buffs from his power. The problem is getting to that point. The discounted Viego is nice, but we can't consistently level up Viego on turn 1. That's the problem. The other Fiend, it's basically another version of Crumble. Yeah, sure, let's pick it up. Healer. We don't need to heal. I haven't seen Hush a single time. I kind of kept it just because it was a way to deal with the Heart of the Fluffed. Wait, now that I'm thinking about it, I don't need to keep the Haggard Researcher anymore. I kept it just as an early gameplay, but and as a sacrifice outlet, and as a form of removal. But now that I have the Ashes to Ashes, maybe I can cut some of these sacrifice outlets, like the Fading Icon and the Appless Aristocrat. And in that case, do I cut the Fading Icon, the Appless Aristocrat, or the Agate Researcher? I'll keep the Agate Researcher around just because of the Iceborne Gauntlet that it has. So it's either between these two. Which one is worse? The Fading Icon generates a unit immediately, and then itself converts into another unit. Meanwhile, the Appless Aristocrat's a bit slower on that regard, and it converts into only a single unit. Yeah, let's cut the Appless Aristocrat. Jhin and Annie. This should be relatively slow. As long as we can get rid of the Annie at the start, we should be fine. Let's toss the Hush, keep the Camavoran Soldier, I guess. Camavoran Soldier, Viego, Etherfin. This is a very high cost curve we have here. We're not going to be able to get rid of the Annie at the start.
No one's the wiser.
The opponent will just pass the turn if I pass it back to him, I think. So I'll just do this. I'll try to get some discounts going by buffing up my units. That way we can go for Fading Icon next turn, where we can follow it up with something else.
I am ready.
Embrace it.
Ooh. We can do Camavoran Soldier instead. That's a bit better. Ouch. The problem is I'm going to take a bunch of burn damage. Any levels up.
First the smoke, then the fire.
Ideally I would trade into one of the opponent's units. Like this one here. Can block the Annie doing that. And I can trade into the Jhin. I need to preserve my health. Or try to preserve my health. Damn, that's a lot of burn. We just took... I guess it was a bit unfortunate that I should have taken that into account. The unit that Jhin stuns is blocking Annie, so therefore Annie deals its damage or the skill's damage to my Nexus instead of to the blocker. It was a significant blunder on my part. This is a better keep, I think. Camavoran Soldier's Shape of Fear. Ooh, Possession as well. Can go for a very big first turn. Let's start off with the Camavoran Soldier. Then we'll play our spells. Okay. He's dealing 8 to each Nexus, seems fair. And he's going to play another one of those. I'll steal that one, kill it with the Shape of Fear, and buff all of my units. Or maybe not. I guess it chose not to just win the game for free. For some reason. I don't know why. We can do this, still here. That buffs up the other mists to 8, so we can kill the Jhin as well. We can kill that bird. And we just strike the opponent's nexus. Striking the opponent's nexus is not good because he gets Blade's Edges for free. Let's hope the opponent targets my units instead of my nexus.
No one's the wiser.
Or it just doesn't target anything at all. Fine by me. Let's heal ourselves up, try to keep a high health total. Let's try to not get ourselves killed out of nowhere by having the opponent burning me to death. Also, we get to level up Viego on the first turn. I said I couldn't do it, but apparently I can. Guess I was wrong. He plays Jhin. Is he going to attack? No, he's going to burn me instead. I'm going to hush the Jhin. Yeah, it reduced the damage from 6 to 4. That's the best thing I could have... or the best possible outcome, I guess. Could have gone worse. One plays everything. He kills it. Viego kills the Jhin. And I kill the opponent this turn. Can do this. For some attacks. We get an encroaching mist from these scissors. Let's hope for the best. Viego is going to deal a bunch of damage. Okay, the opponent just gives up. Oh, lucky me. I was worried that the opponent was going to survive and then just ping me to death with Blade's Edges. We have an additional revive on Viego. It feels like one of the champions that would have an additional revive. No, we don't. So... that's a problem. Now we don't have a safety net anymore. Let's cut cards. Purify is just a better version of Hush, I guess. Hush targets champions, but the Purify at the very least replaces itself because it draws a card, so sure, let's cut the Hush. And then I cut the Kamavoran Dragon. It doesn't really do much of anything. I guess it's something that kills one of my units and that's worth it somewhat. But it's not the best card in the deck, so let's cut it. We need consistency. Incisive Tactician item chest or spells chest shop. Somehow I feel like the top path is harder for us to deal with. Lackluster Rifarian. Yeah, let's go for the bottom path. We rely too much on using the Challenger on the mists for us to be able to deal with the trap encounter. If we pulled one of the opponent's units with a Challenger, the opponent would just get a free turn where he just dumps in his entire hand and I can't have that. Let's do Kamavoran Soldier. We buff up the Encroaching Mist. Can do this. Get rid of the opponent's unit. He actually has no more mana. So we're going to get a very good first turn here. Can probably not get the Viego down, but we will get close to it. At the very least we'll be able to get another unit down, maybe a Fading Icon. No, I can actually get Viego down. I do Fading Icon, Crawling Viper Worm the Fading Icon, and then play the Viego. Now, what does that accomplish? Not much, because we didn't level up Viego, but we have Wind Singer next turn, so we'll be able to bounce whatever the opponent plays here.
Let's have some fun.
That's not the best bounce. If we bounce that, the opponent just replays it. I guess it forces the opponent's hand to just either commit the same unit back onto the board or just pass the turn. Okay, he just passes the turn after committing the same unit onto the board. Let's give Viego elusive, I think. Or I can do this. It will release the unit back onto a full board, so it will get obliterated. And then we attack with everything else. Maybe get something out of the opponent. Never mind, I was wrong in the way it interacts. I guess it still results in at least one Malaysian Marauder being obliterated. Viego is going to level up at the end of the turn, so we're going to start stealing Marauders from the opponent. The opponent's just passing the turn without even using his units to chump block, so he's been getting a lot of buffs on all of his units, stat-wise at least. But if he just passes the turn yet again, I don't think he is going to accomplish much. Yeah, he passes the turn yet again, but what does he get out of it? Ooh, you buffed up all of your units yet again. That's not going to be enough to prevent me from killing you now that you don't have protection from the landmark.
Come on, boys. I command you. Plenty for all of us.
Yeah, he knows that. He just gives up. Nice.
All of it.
Now, next up is a reckless referee encounter. Chronicler of Ruin. Viego. Let's get the Chronicler of Ruin. It kills one of our units, so it's pretty decent. And it replaces itself. I suppose more purifies are also fine, especially if they generate a unit. Crawling Viper Worm, yeah, that's a keep. I guess it's the only keep though. We get Viego, Crumble. They're starting off slow. Or maybe not. Can do Possession. Just straight up steal the Reckless Triferian. The opponent does nothing. It feels overkill to use the Grumble here. But it's a way to get rid of the landmarks early. Sure. It's also a way to get rid of the opponent's or one of the things that's filling up the opponent's board. Shiraza can do Wings and the Wave. I'll do the first wave. Generate some blockers. He finally spent his entire mana pool. I'll just kill the one Poro, and that will be my turn. Keep the threat contained as much as possible. Next turn we'll be able to safely block at least 3 of the opponent's units. And that's all that matters. I'll do Crawling Viper Worm first. force the opponent to pull it with the legendary guard, perhaps. We can't commit Viego, unfortunately. I just really want to be able to block the opponent's entire board. The opponent doesn't attack. I guess he got smart enough to realize he can just not attack and then everything he owns gets buffed. Viego's protected, he has spell shield, so that doesn't stun anything. I guess I'll do this, just get rid of the Shiraza right away. Let's see if the opponent wants to trade any of his units in to my attacking units. We're showing lethal on board. Yeah, the opponent's dying. Unfortunately, getting set 1 is a death sentence for the opponent because of the Phantom Pranks. We'll just kill him with the Encroaching Mists, dying at the end of the turn. Didn't even need to level up Viego. I was considering throwing the Phantom Pranks to the Incisive Tactician. Yeah, more Death's Grasp is decent, I guess. Throwing the Phantom Pranks to the Incisive Tactician. Oh, but we don't get to choose it. I'm not sacrificing any of these, they're too good. Summon the 6 plus cost follower, it can't block. I guess this is a waste of an encounter. Bit of a bummer that we don't get anything out of it. But I suppose it's fine. Better to get a net neutral than a net negative. Possession, Crawling Viper Worm, Crumble. We will be able to, at the very least, kill the Swain.
Quite a selection.
We won't be able to kill the Teemo, I think. Unless... I can capture the Swain. The problem is the opponent is playing a deck that has access to removal, so I don't want to go for a Rock Rumble on the Swain. I suppose I can do this. Just steal the Challenger unit, pass priority back to the opponent, see what he does. That's not removal. Oh, let's hope for the best. Lifesteal is decent. Okay, that's the Swain gone. We're buffing up all of our units. Now the Encroaching Mists can kill the Teemo. And that's exactly what I'll do. Kill the Teemo, kill the Ultra Elusive, kill the Veteran Investigator. The Affectionate Poro is going to survive, but hopefully its buffs will be reset once it goes back to the opponent's board. Or I don't even need to have him go back to the opponent's board. I can just do Crawling Viper Worm, kill it. It's fine. Come over and Soldier. And then I'll follow it up with a Chronicler of Ruin. Really get as many mists as possible. Really buff up all of my units. I'll keep the Dead Bloom Wanderer in hand. We don't need to commit it onto the board just yet. We have an Elder Dragon coming up soon.
Made it. Yay. But our stuff didn't.
Kind of... Oh, never mind. We're no longer coming up with an Elder Dragon because the opponent can just play Loop Travelers and discard it. At least we clear the board with the Cloud Drake. Really, what? You're attacking here. Why would you do that? I guess he wants to discard something with the aloof travelers. I'll take that discard. Losing the Elder Dragon is a problem, but by this point I think we're fine. Kill an ally to kill an enemy. I guess I'll do Egg the Researcher. Try to get something. Do I commit the Deadpool Wanderer onto the board? Now I'll hold. I'll keep holding. I don't have a reason to overcommit onto the board. This turn I can do this. I'll Death's Grasp one of my units, try to kill one of the opponent's zone. Discount the Protective Broodfather. And attempt to draw more cards from my deck.
Something. I dropped everything.
The opponent's really against me having high threat units in hand. I wonder why. Well, anyway, we don't kill the opponent, but we deal 24 damage. And we level up the Elder Dragon. Surely it doesn't come back, or he can't rebuild a full board from losing everything here. That's the Viego, finally. About time it showed up. Now we know for sure the opponent isn't going to keep anything. Drop on the Viego. Give him Deathless for protection. Sure, kill my units. I don't care at this point. That's actually better for me than it is for you. Now Viego is going to level up without my input at all. I could do Etherfiend, but I'll keep holding. Etherfiend is basically a removal spell, and since I don't need the board presence, I don't need to commit it onto the board. The opponent lost his landmark, so now he is going to start taking a bunch of damage from a lot of different sources. Please replay that. Also, I want to develop the Wind Singer just so I have a blocker for the Legion Saboteur that's elusive. Weapon Bloom Conservator, that's fine. I can keep passing here. The opponent is attacking with the Legion Saboteur. I wonder why. I guess he kills one of my units. Just in case he has more spells next turn, I'll do this. It also heals myself by 2. Keep chipping away at the opponent's health with the Phantom Pranks. And now, thanks to the Etherfiend, we can give Viego double attack. That's going to just murder the opponent. Okay, that was not too bad. It definitely could have gone better. I messed up a lot in the Jhin and Annie encounter by letting my safety net get taken from me by just dying in a dumb manner. I should have taken into account Jhin stunning a unit, and that I needed to ensure that it wasn't the one that was blocking the Annie. But we don't really need the what's it called? The revive if I don't die, so I just have to not die in the next map. But that's something for the next video. So yeah, that will be it for today. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye. Till then.